when you're young, accumulate as much as possible. Like accumulate as much as possible, whether that be the strengthening, whether that be getting your foundational strength, whether that be the prehab, whether that be dealing with deficit between your left and your right leg, whether that be working on the technique, left foot, right foot, like accumulate as much workload because your body can adapt and recover quick. Once you've accumulated load to a point where you've almost reached your ceiling, taper it off completely, because as you get older, your body can't take that much workload. But you've done all the work to maintain to kind of build the workload, so that becomes your new baseline. So your baseline is high, and you've got all your foundation, you've got all your tools and everything. After that, it's all about doing less but more quality to fine tune and polish things. That is all it is. And this is why, like, I feel like after the age of, let's say, 27, 28 till about 34, that's where players are peaking, because they're not really focusing on quantity anymore. They know what works and what doesn't through process of elimination through the young years. They've accumulated workload as well. And now all they can focus on, I know this works, I know this doesn't work, I know this did. They've kind of figured out patterns and what works best for them. And this is the reason why they're kind of like, okay, bang, this is my routine, this is what works for me, this is what, when I do this, when I know I'm not to forget to do Copenhagen's, because last time when I forgot to do Copenhagen before a match, and I put a cross in, I felt my groin pull, with little details like that, to kind of be like, okay, this gives me peace of mind when I do this. This doesn't. This, and I don't want to eat this type of food. And you kind of know what makes you tick, and you end up kind of getting closer to peak performance, through process of elimination over the years, and you've accumulated good amount of workload over the years as well.
And I think you could also see that there are many players that are actually in their peak when they are 19, 20, 21, and then they just immediately drop. And I think this is because they rely on their creativity, and once they grow up, they lose this creativity. Like look at let's say Jadon Sancho, bro. When my guy was 19, he was just insane. And look at him now. So I would say that there are also players that rely on their physicality, so they maybe reach the peak a little bit later, like Gareth Bale, like 26, 27, 28. And then you have players that rely on their mind, like Toni Kroos, 33, and he's in his peak now.
It's all about having the talent and being able to decipher and tailor that talent according to the team and according to the situation. That's what a lot of players lack. They lack that decipher and that tailoring part of the game. And that's because they don't know how to adapt, and they don't know how to assess situation, what's best for the team. And that's where players go wrong. And you always hear it, oh yeah, the manager's not utilising me properly. Or yeah, I don't suit this style of play. They never look inwards and be like, okay, what part of my game can I use that would benefit this style of play? What can I adapt, or what do I need to work on? Like, it's basically what Lucas said in it. Look into the leagues, look into the teams, understand what you lack and what you could benefit, and what's your X factor in your game that could take this team to another level, and capitalize on it. Keep it simple. A lot of people just overcomplicate it too much.